Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday Money. Monday, 13th of February. NFL officially over. Before we get that, like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook channels, why wouldn't you? Link in the description. It's in the chat on those pages. Find the podcast wherever your favorite podcasters are found. That's that. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Want to give me a follow there? That'd be nice of you. I don't know why you wouldn't. Free picks are posted there as well. And what else we got going on today? I don't know if we'll have a little rant. We did a little rant last night on late night Super Bowl money. But you never know. You never know where the day will take us. Let's do a fast little recap yesterday. Split our college hoops with Purdue and Michigan State. Although Cleveland State, I think, did win. That was a big, everybody kind of like Youngstown. Was that I don't even remember how that game ended. Let's just look back real fast. Why not, since I brought it up? Oh, look at that, Cleveland State outright. I'm shocked they won. I'm shocked. 1-1 in the video. We're down now in the video after that horrendous 1-9 Saturday of dogs. They weren't even good dogs. We had a bunch of Chihuahuas in a Michael Vick dog fighting case. It was terrible. 1-9 with 8 underdogs. Got a lot of. We do have a lot of work to do. We're down a little chunk there, so we definitely have some work to do in the video to get back to plus money there. No NBA, no hockey. NFL, Kansas City Chiefs, never in doubt winner, plus 105. Ended up a fabulous regular season on the sites, 63.7%, or 62% on win a free pick, 63.7 on sports capping. Not bad. Almost made $50,000 for a dime player this year. A little under 50 on sports cap and 45 dimes on winning free picks. We'll take it. Today, what time is it here? 2:40 in. Today's picks. Not many, obviously. Prairie View and Drexel in college hoops. Drexel plus 10. Prairie plus 6.5. NBA. Again, 32 and 39. Not great in the video. It is what it is. With NBA, we like to try to find we had a couple of wins in a row and then had some tough losses. It happens. Nets plus 3 today against the Knicks. Get it. Not loving a hockey. College football, kind of late ticket today on a Tuesday in February. But baseball right around the corner for that. So there is that. Who's not excited about some baseball action? Let's get to it. Because eventually there'll be some Chief Eagle talk in here. Good morning, Steven. Let's talk some sports. We will. Michael, good morning as well. Casey got it done. Under was dead second quarter. I know it was. Hit 4 or 5 TD anytime props there. Andy Reid is the second best coach in the NFL. You have to give Belichick his flowers. Yeah. What's there to say about Belichick? Guys won a couple Super Bowls. Cannot discount Andy Reid, which is why I like Casey. I think I said it here in the chat while we had Casey plus 105. I got Andy Reid, Mahomes, a little bit more experience with those two cats than with Sirianni and Hurts. Although Hurts, who had Hurts going for 303 TDs and 80 yards rushing? You think that'd be flip-flopped? 180 yards for Mahomes. See important for the NBA. All right, let's go. Little NBA. Oh, boy. Spurs over. I get it. That's a Tim special. Philly and the over. Who do the Sixers got? Against the Rockets. I guess. I mean, I don't want to lay 14, Steve, but sure. Denver. Are they on the road, the Nuggets, against the Heat? Why not? It's kind of a game they should want to play up and have their starters play to play in the Heat. I get it. New York in the under. I'm against you there. I like the Nets. Anytime I can get the Magic plus points, I agree. Under as well has moved a little bit. Sure. OKC. No respect for the Thunder. Although, it looks like the money's coming in Oklahoma here. Interesting. That's because the Pelicans are just bad. The Pelicans. All right, OKC. I can do that. Golden State over 230 against Washington Wizard. All right, you'll know better than me. That's a game I don't want to. I mean, I'm looking at Washington. Anytime I see Golden State at 3, I think people just want to love to bet Golden State. I know Curry's probably still out in that spot. Lakers under. I want to say over in that game. I want to say over. Steve goes 3-0 yesterday. Take the 3-0, baby. Michael, college hoops. Texas Tech against Texas plus 4.5. This was 3.5 last night. I mean, maybe if I could get 5, maybe. I got some college basketball today, and like this one, Baylor, West Virginia. You had only a couple kind of like marquee kind of games today where you throw in like your rank kind of stuff, and I mean, yeah, it's a revenge spot, but let's be honest. Texas Tech got them twice last year. This was a 2-point game. I know you're getting a couple points. They're off a big win, right? We had them over K-State. I don't know. I kind of want to lean a little Texas there. They've not been great on the road. They're 4-3 on the road, Texas. Let's be honest. Texas beating up on West Virginia is not really a huge win. West Virginia on the road was bad. I had West Virginia. I figured, you know what, 7, we'll take a shot. Where Texas Tech was more of a big game. I mean, they're a 500 team going into that game versus a ranked K-State. Again, this didn't want to get me involved in that game, Michael. Miz, Maryland Eastern Shore. Yes, I bet him plus 6.5. I already got him. Excuse me for the odds. Tired. Long day yesterday. Son had a couple of friends over. It's all day long. Coppin. You like that 11.5 for Central, huh? I thought about it. I put a little question mark. It didn't get the full dot treatment where I was going to use it in the chat, but I don't hate it. Norfolk minus the 14 over Delaware State. I wanted to take Delaware here, but then I did some, Norfolk is a good team out of here. They should win. Maybe can you find the first half on that? I just don't like laying a big number. And Texas Tech again. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning a little Texas there. Iran. Where are we going with the rant, Anthony? Ant wants a rant. What are we going to say here? The fix was in. I mean, Sirianni's crying to start the game because he saw he's going to blow a lead at halftime. I said this last night. I said it on Twitter. Make a stop, Philly. The defense. We're going to get, was there 1 sack in the game yesterday? Where's the defense? Can you make a stop before you blame the refs? How about the fix is in because any team that played San Francisco, the next game they played, no matter when they played, they were 0-16 straight up. You should have known Kansas City was going to win. Should have known. Michael, Nuggets, money line, just a better team. I agree. And this is the spot you think they want to play. It's Miami. Show up. Are they out partying? South Beach? Magic always will take the Magic plus points anytime. I get it. 15 of the last 20 under that one. Good information. Miz, think NC shows up tonight. Just opinion. I like NC. I got them last night at 4. It's gone up to, I saw 5.5. Pounded Sports likes Maryland Eastern Shore. Yes, I got them myself plus 6.5. Bethune-Cookman in a pick 'em there. I don't hate it. I kind of like Bethune-Cookman. Where's Team Money at? Team Money like Bethune-Cookman the other day against Norfolk, and might have got a push out of that one. And Stony 9 versus Delaware. I don't hate it. I don't hate fading the Blue Hens. Jeff's in the house, my guy in Louisiana. Rock the Chiefs plus 2.5. Never in doubt winner. Marcos Mahomes. I said for the beginning of the year, the playoffs. He's a guy. I mean, 5 championship games. 3 Super Bowls, 2 wins, 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Coach's got a couple rings. He's been to Super Bowl before. I just think people, as much as like, oh, how could Kelsey say the team was disrespected as an underdog? I don't know. The entire world was on Philadelphia. Chiefs are, I don't understand. People saw the Chiefs short. And I saw that in the beginning of I was watching, I don't know, NFL Network or pregame, whatever was on. Everybody's like, I like Philly by 4. I like my touchdown. Philly by 10. Philadelphia wins this one. Too much defense. What is up with the Miami Carolina line? I like Carolina. Carolina's a good team. Let's not forget, Carolina started off a little slow. And Clemson on the road, not where I want to be. I don't care. 4 or 5. Give me the heels. Steven, Super Bowl was amazing. At least what I remember about it. I do remember that we flew to Vegas and bet a decent amount of money. You were in Vegas last night for the Super Bowl? Excellent. Marco's hitting the like button for me. I appreciate it. Hockey and this is here. I almost took the Wild, Steven. I almost added the Wild to the tat today over Florida. I like it. Not a hold. Hey, and again, if you want to say Pounded Sports and Betting's coming in, he wants to crank me up. If you want to say they shouldn't have called the hold because they weren't really calling a lot of penalties all game, that's that's fine. That's an argument I could live by. To say it wasn't a hold, I mean, it was. You see the jersey get pulled, and again, Philly fans, why are you even in that spot with a 10-point lead at the half? What? Hey, I got an idea. Let's have Hurts throw the ball 40 times today. Yeah, that'll keep Kansas City off the field. Where's this great defense? Make a stop. I don't care. College, NFL, regular season, preseason, Super Bowl. The defense. Make a stop. You couldn't make a stop the entire second half. I don't want to hear about, oh, the holding call cost us. No, you'll not be able to make a stop in the second half or in the fourth quarter. I don't know. That's what I think cost you a win. I don't know. If you can't outscore your opponent, I don't think it's a ref's fault. He's not running the ball. You know, get outscored 24-11. You don't score till you scored a minute left in the third. Big play on special teams. Is that the ref's fault to bring back a punt to the 5-yard line? Locking in with the King. It's going good. I ended up splitting my two. Yes, I had the under. I did have KC plus 105. And wrapped up a nice NFL season. A lot of nice plus money props came in. So it was a good Sunday. Miz, I don't think refs should have made the call. They were playing like that. I'll game some play. And that's a fine thing to say. I could live with that one. But they did call. You can't say it wasn't a hold. And on that, with a minute left in the game, maybe they're going to start calling. It's right. You see down the stretch, you kind of start calling some stuff like, whoa, you can't. This is blatant right now. I don't hear about uncatchable. It was a hold. He pulled the jersey. Picks from Dave, Jared Allen. Points, rebound, assists over. Paulo Bachero rebounds over. Nick Earl Chalupas 1.5 over. Can he eat 1.5 chalupas, that skinny little guy? And the Jared Allen, I say yes. I like Jared Allen. I love him when he was on the Nets. I thought the guy's a good player. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Welcome. Talk me out of Miami. Miami who here? Which Miami I'm talking you out of? Miami NBA? Yeah, get out of Miami NBA. Take the Nuggets there. Are you talking Miami College hoops against North Carolina? I already bet North Carolina. So I'm not looking for any Miami action. Best NFL coach right now? It's got to be Andy Reid. Got to be Andy Reid. Who else is there? I mean, I'm not putting. You want to still throw Belichick up there? I'm not going to blame you. Shanahan, I seen that guy wet the bed all over the place. Bad. Bad in Super Bowls, bad in championship games. Mike McCarthy, really? No. Sean Payton, no. Mike Tomlin, you want to say I can throw Mike Tomlin in an argument because that guy I don't think ever has the kind of talent that other teams really have, and he's consistent. Oh, how about the other Harbaugh? How about Baltimore Harbaugh? I could throw him up there. He gets things done. I need a little more out of Sirianni. Were the Eagles just exposed for just beating bad teams? I'm the one. I'm always the one to say, just beat who's in front of you. I get it, but you play a better team, and in the second half you don't look so good. Richie P in the house. Welcome. How you been, Richie? I stopped today. I got them top stadium cards. As nice as these look, like I was all excited. I had an upside down card. I'm like, oh, an upside down card. It's supposed to be. I think it's gonna be good. Really, Will Smith, future? Like, what is this nonsense? I don't get it. I don't get it. These cards. I mean, it's gonna start a fire. Not gonna do it to King. Good Super Bowl yesterday. It was nice not having skin in the game. Just watch as a fan. Clients hit 6-unit Manhattan Jaspers only play. Just had this Manhattan Jaspers. Nothing on the Super Bowl. Not even any kind of in game and stuff for you. I had a good Super Bowl. Could have been great if it stayed under, but oh boy, Stephen Porter wants to bet every game today. Steve, what are we doing on a SWAC Monday? This is what's happening on a SWAC Monday? You think this is a recipe for success, SWAC Mondays?
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, I do have A&M. I'm against you right off the bat. You like William and Mary? That I can go with that. 10.5. I mean, I'm a little worried. Says it open at 9. I still think you're on the good side. I think with 10.5. Stony, sure. Miami, I'm opposite of you. No, thank you. Bucknell, I like the under. NC A&T versus Monmouth. I get it. Could have had a pick last night. What was that? South Carolina State against Morgan. It's tough taking a team that is 1-17 on the road and 4-20 straight up. No, thank you. Howard, I'm on the opposite side with Maryland Eastern Shore. Coppin, I don't hate that one. Delaware State, that stuff going against Norfolk because they're so good, but you're getting 15 right there. Sure. Bethune Cookman, I get it. I think they're off the tough loss. I want to see how they respond, but decent number. It's basically a pick 'em, sure. Florida A&M, I bet them +9. Grambling, I like Prairie View. Mississippi Valley, yes, I can do Mississippi Valley with you at home, right? It's a weird low line considering how bad they are. I understand that. Southern against Texas Southern, that's 6. I could do 6.5. Okay, up a half a point. I don't mind that. Texas, I like Texas with you, and Elon. Who's that? The Phoenix Elon? Who they got? Hampton. See, that one's right on the number. Every number I've done and saw, and this comes out to 6, so I'm not interested in that game. So no thank you on that puppy. Locking in with the King. Good food, football. Yes, I'm still having fun. I have so much like wings left over. I don't know. Like the kids just had. I don't know. They enjoyed the Raising Canes, and I still have a tailgater left to Raising Canes. So tonight dinner, Canes and wings again. Philly defense overrated. I mean, really, all we heard about. They had 70 sacks on the year. How's Mahomes gonna do anything? Steve Porter, KC won, but I had to say defense did let me down. Yeah, defense didn't look good. Nathan, I had to put my bits in on the way to work. It's all right. At least you got them in. Lane Elliott's in the house. Welcome. Teaser, Drexel, NC, Townsend. All right, I don't mind NC because I like NC. Drexel, you're teasing it up. I don't mind. Let's go. Let's take the Drexel points. And Towson has the Tribe. So you tease that one down a little bit. I don't listen. 5 is better than 10, so sure. Although I'm not a big fan of college hoops teasers or teasers in general. I'm just not good at them. I like Delaware, but 2 top scorers still are questionable right now. Delaware's -8. Yeah, again, kind of like Drexel. This was 11. I'm guessing they are out because it was 11 last night. I just surely puffed my chest to see my man Joe Burrow. Locks it in 8-1. Jesse Shule, me, Jesse, Ross Benjamin last week doing some props. Jesse said, hold on to Joe Burrow to win the postseason passing award. And he took care of business. 180 yards from Mahomes. David, I say play defense, don't leave the refs. I don't understand. People are like, oh, the ref. It shouldn't get to the refs. Why is it even in the refs' hands? If you do what you're supposed to do, that game's not close. Right? It shouldn't be within the refs coming in to kick a last-second field goal. Philly could have made stops, bottom lines. Mahomes had 1 incomplete pass second half. I mean, I think he had like 1 incomplete pass the first half. I mean, that guy, what was his stat line? 21 and 27. 182. 3 TDs. Make a tackle. How about you tackle the guy, Tony, on a punt return? So let him take it to the 5-yard line. The Marcos minute, 9 games running. I basically just ran it for Steven. We just basically ran it. Jose, how you been like Golden State tonight? -3.5 Dallas first quarter, -3, and Baylor -6. I can do the Baylor because I think West Virginia is not a good team, playing bad on the road. Just got walloped by Texas. I could do Baylor with you, sure. Golden State, I don't like. Looks a little low, 3.5. Everybody's going to be betting Golden State. That's a no for me. And you want to take the Mavericks. At least it's the first quarter because I want to fade the Mavericks every time out. Them and the Suns. Not buying Dallas. But again, first quarter, a little different. King Deans, exactly. Play some defense, make a tackle. Steven, there was a hold because you turned the offensive player. That would have been called. And I think on that, I think the other guy got held too for Kansas City. I mean, you see somebody reach and the jersey gets like this. I don't know. I think they're going to call it. Sorry. I mean, especially in the red zone, they're calling that on the 10. They're going to call that down there. Maybe they don't call that on the 40. But come on. Miz just played the props in the Super Bowl, did okay. Winning wager. They didn't call holding all game until play. Inconsistent calling NFL's the most. Here we go. Winning wager. Obviously, bet Philly. And he's upset. Listen, if we're going to say there's bad calls in the NFL, yeah, we see that every week, bad calls. And as I like to say, one, I don't mind a bad call because they're humans. They make calls. That is not a bad call. Now, them not calling stuff most of the game, that's fine. That's why we had 70 points and my under was dead in the second quarter. But that also allowed us to cash a whole lot of props and for Kansas City to win outright. The whole illegitimate. I mean, that gets me going. Piggybacked my over 1.5 fourth down conversions. I had a bunch of nice ones, Jess. We had Philly and the Eagles to score in every period, plus 190, plus 145. First touchdown, non-passing, plus 145. Forget about the TDs. I mean, Sky Moore, plus 500. Tony, plus 240. Brown was 120. That's some nice plus monies. How do I like the Lakers? I would lean over with the Lakers winning wager. Give me the over there. Kevin, hit the like button. You got the Nets today. Yeah, I like the Nets today. Denver, Miami had scuffle last time. I'd still lean Denver. Moneyline Markel for whom? Moneyline Markel. Who you got? King D would have got Andy Reid and Mahomes dangerous combo. Yeah, I mean they can make fun of him all he wants about his wacko brother, and the two of them together win game. Forget about cover. Now this isn't. They don't cover. I think they're on a terrible ATS run, but that's also going to regular season. They're 7, 8, 9, 10 double digit fades most of the time. It's tough betting on Kansas City because they just kind of like whatever. We got bigger fish to fry, right? Hi, we want to go to our next year, our sixth straight conference championship, and try to get to a fourth Super Bowl, right? But it's tough to bet against them. How you bet against the guy? I couldn't, and I did it. Montana. It was Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh was over there. And then George Seifert took over late. Markel say, no doubt. David coming in. Hampton, Elon under 142.5. I can go under with you there, yes. William and Mary plus 10 against Towson. I don't hate it. I mean, I like the Tigers. Do I want to lay 10? No. Nashville under on the ice. I want to say no. Why do I think we'll see some goals here? Although 6.5 is a good number. I see some sixes out there. You got a good number at 6.5, so I'm going to stick by your 6.5. Will Smith, sorry for that. Start a fire. Right? Seriously, I mean, Will Smith rookie card? What is that? It's not even a rookie card. Doesn't even say rookie on it. Team of the future. I mean, what is? I mean, it's an okay looking card. I mean, I guess they look okay, but I don't get it. Like, why is there like I got a Jeff? Where's the camera? I got a Jeff Bagwell in there. Like this card, like Richie. So I get the little die-cast Reggie card. It looks pretty cool. Worthless. Put it with my car tires. Put some motor oil on it. And roast some marshmallows. Willie Reese, I got to ask, what the hell's wrong with the Heat and why Jimmy Butler doesn't take over anymore? Good question. I don't know. Are they just waiting for the playoffs or something? I have no idea what Miami's doing. I like Miami's team. I think they can be a dangerous team. I mean, they're not a couple games over 500. It's not like they're bad. I don't know. I would lean Denver here just because I think they're better. King D, take that back. I Travis Kelce anytime. Yeah, and that wasn't a bad number. I mean, it was 125 when we put it out here. I think it went up to 140-ish. Lane, nice colleagues. I'm also on UNC today. Get that North Carolina, Lane. Get it. Kevin, you said Nets plus 3. Why not take money line? You know why? Because I took the money line against the Sixers the other day, and it was like I think it ended at 2, and they lost by 1 or something. I mean, you can take money line if you want. At this point, Kev, I am in the video 32 and 39 in the video. We're down 1,000 even. I need a win. I don't want to get fancy. I'm trying to claw back to 500 in the video with the picks. So I'll just take a win. Win first, and I'll worry about some money lines down the road. Brio's in the house. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's the afternoon. See you, Porter. It was fixed because if I knew Casey was able to retake the lead, that the Eagles are finished. You should have known. The script was out. You saw Sirianni crying at the beginning of the game. You should have knew they were going to do something stupid and lose. He's all sad when he got the playbook. Marcos, best team won like I predicted. You're not the Eagles. I'm in the Indians. Plenty of Chiefs. So, listen, the Eagles had a nice season. But, Brock Purdy, Daniel Jones, Johnson, they're not Mahomes. All together. Put them all together, they're not Mahomes. Porter, they're holding on every play. Yes. Do they have a way to decide which ones go on a call and which ones they let go? Well, that's the thing. I just think that any team, regardless, inside the 20, and you see it on a replay where the jersey actually gets pulled, it's going to get – you can't complain about that. It wasn't like it was a subtle, like, Well, he did have his hand wrapped around him and spun him. Well, he had his hand wrapped? I mean, you can't do that in the red zone. And again, Philly fans or people who bet Philly, how the hell are you in that spot? What happened? Here we go. 24-11, you got outscored second half. Marcos, Philly won the first half, KC won the second half. Usually the team with the ball wins last. That's what it was. Team to score, final 2 minutes of both halves. Winner, 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 winners. Time expires both times. Philly and what's it? Over 51 was good all day. Yeah, it was a lock. It was. I thought we'd see some more running. What am I going to do? I mean, Pachenko had a nice game on the ground, right? I mean, 15 for 75, 80 yards. And Kansas City, Philly, Hurts got his 70. Where was everybody else? Where was Sanders? Nothing. Gainwell, nothing. Nothing running the ball. Nothing. And yet the guy throws for 300 yards. Jalen Hurts, 2 rushing TDs was plus 25,000. Was it that much? Wow. Willie, I wish I would have thrown that one in here, Willie Reese. I mean, I had Hurts and Sanders to score TD and Philly to score more than 1.5 rushing TDs. That was plus 150. I told you I put a dime on that one. Like, here's the thing with you get so overwhelmed. Like, that one, I would have took a shot at plus 25 dimes. Hey, man. Even I miss stuff. What am I going to do? There's so many. It's like, again, it hurts your head looking at all this stuff. Marcus, I always think the team that defers at the beginning of the game wins. Well, Andy Reid's a big defer guy. So, Lakers money line tonight. Let's cash it. Markel likes the Lakers over. Portland, see in Porter case here, just like the Lakers, where Kobe, in fact, they play to win. That's it. Yeah, they're going to, regular season, again, covering, it's tough in the NFL, especially you go on the road, you're 7, 8, 9, 10-point fave. Yeah, good luck with that. You know, no thanks. Eric, NFL ended 58%. Happy with that. UNC tonight. I'm on Carolina with you, and 58% is awesome. I say all the time, I'll take 55%, and people are like, oh, I could do 55%. Yeah, sure you can. Good luck. 58% Eric did. It's fabulous. And let me know. I talked to Eon on Twitter. He comes in here, he puts his plays up. You see him. A lot of dogs. Little money lines. The same the guy coming in here saying we're taking 9-point faves all the time in the NFL. He's not taking KC laying 13 at home. No. Folks, 55%. Don't fall for the bully on IG or TikTok, whatever you watch people. 55% is a fabulous, fabulous season in any sport. Marco, speaking of the call at the end of the game, it was a PI call. Missed Philly earlier in the game. Ref didn't call. Philly should have been called for a lot of delay games. Again, letting them play. I don't mind letting them play. I don't want to be like, oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. At the end of the game, that's going to get called. And I harpen back to what I say during bowl games or regular college football games or regular NFL season games. Oh, the game's fixed. How the heck did you get there? Make a stop defense. Make a stop. Make a tackle. And then you're not in a spot where you say the fix is in. It's fixed. It's all right. You know what? Your players took a dive then. Is that what you're saying? Winning wager. My best bet was the over. I had the Eagles. NFL rules are the worst. You cannot challenge the worst calls. You cannot challenge the worst missed call. Challenging calls. I think there's, and here's the thing. You challenge every aspect, it just gets boring. I know it was like, whoa, we got to get it right. No, I mean, you can't challenge everything. I don't want to, no. I mean, there's some plays, you challenge things that just, no. You're going to challenge a holding call? That's a loser. You would have lost that. And you know what? I'll challenge every single play of the game. Offensive holding. Defense, illegal contact coming off 5 yards off the ball. I could get that every single time. Every single time you could probably get that. And I could get holding on offensive linemen every single time. I could probably get defensive lineman holding every single time. If you're going to complain about that, here's the thing. One, don't bet. Obviously, don't bet because you can't handle just the lifestyle. That is number one. You can't have that. I mean, listen, baseball's going with like robot umpires. I don't want freaking robot umpires. I like the fact that you got guys who have different kind of strike zones. You know, anybody ever play baseball as a kid? My strike zone as a kid, playing little league, middle school, high school, numbers to the knees, right? It was the letters down. Now it's like a belt buckle. I want to buy, I I want to see how these robots go. Is it strike zones you're taught as a kid? Letters to the knees? Or is it going to be the little box down here around the groin area? I don't want robots. I don't want to replay every single play. No. Marcos, those unnecessary roughness was called on Philly. A lot of missed flags. I don't even know. Where was the unnecessary roughness? I don't even know. Winning wager. No other sport game decided by more officiating in the NFL. Winning wager's never seen an NBA game before, apparently. Wait till you watch an NBA game, winning wager. Do yourself a favor. Don't bet NBA and don't watch it. You think officiating is decided in NFL games? Wait to see how many times they don't call travels in the NBA. How many times? Wow, man. You got anything like winning wager? You've never seen an NBA game before? Marcos, Philly kept trying to run with Hurts. He might as well have been a running back. Yeah, guy went for 80 yards or whatever, 70 yards. But I don't understand. I don't mind that. That was part of their offense most of the year, right? I mean, the guy had what, 500-600 yards. The guy runs. That's fine. Philly had the ball in 2 possessions, in possession 2.5 quarters. Yeah, and what's crazy about that is the quarterback also threw the ball 40 times, basically. And again, make a stop on defense because you couldn't. So don't blame the refs when you have the ball the entire time, but every time the other guy gets on the field, touchdown. Field goal. We're going to get him with that pass rush, baby. 70 sacks. They did have it most of the game, Marcos. Pure's reborn. That fumble from Hurts decided. Yeah, that was a crazy. Hey, turnovers, baby. I mean, you're going to say the team that turns over. But also, as bad as that was, let's go back even before that and Kansas City coming down and clunking a field goal off the thing. The game's 10-7. It's a little different. You could say it doesn't change things. It's 10-7. They could have still scored a touchdown at 17-10 or, things change. And if you're watching that game and Sirianni's going for it on 4th down at the 10 and they're nonstop going for it, you're thinking, boy, Philly should roll here, right? I mean, 4th and 2, we're going for it. 4th and 1, we're going for it. We're going for it. Philly's kicking, Casey's kicking field goals that they're bouncing off goalposts. Maurice, Miami wins outright against NC. Carolina, terrible ATS. Monmouth wins outright. 5-win team, and the spread's only 1.5. Well, the Monmouth is because Monmouth has been hot. They've been a little better. And NC, A&T, this is like a step up out. They're coming to a little bigger conference. Do I want to bet that? I mean, is this a game I want to bet? I don't bet. And this is a guy who, I mean, hello, I bet Alabama A&M and Florida A&M today. So I'm definitely not. I can bet some ugly games. This one did not pique me at all. And I don't mind Miami ATS because they started terrible. They were bad out of the gate, but how have they been recently here? How's Miami been recently? Excuse me, North Carolina. They're in a bad one. They failed to cover 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3. 3 straight losses, and then finally got right against Clemson. But that makes sense because I think we had them. We were against them those other games, so sure. More reason to like Carolina today, Maurice. 3-time when the player admits to holding, there's nothing to complain about. Right? That kind of makes sense to me, 3-time. Eric, I'm a Philly fan. No chance I was betting him. Philly coach crying. I knew we were doomed. What the heck are you crying for? Get yourself together. I don't mind the emotion of the anthem and that. You've seen that Super Bowl before. That's fine with. I don't mind that. That's good for him. I like that. That's fine. Emotional moment. I get it. Come on, you're Super Bowl. Why wouldn't you? Should bring a tear to your eye. Marcos, Eagles did a good job this season. I'll be back next year, but my guy, big play Slay from the Lions. I wish he would have been on Casey. Every player from Detroit leaves, usually wins. How about Detroit? I was going to print out the upcoming odds for the season. Detroit is like the fourth favorite in the NFC. Unbelievable. Marcos, Super Bowl halftime show was better last year, but Rihanna pregnant is still sexy. I didn't watch that nonsense. She went over the song total, I think, though. Winning wager went 44-30, 3 ties, 59%. NFL is my least favorite to bet on due to officiating, all unpredictable. See, NFL to me, NFL and actually baseball is my favorite, and NFL or college hoops would be pretty up there. I don't mind the officiating. I don't worry about it because I'm usually on a team that's not being involved in officiating. My team should score more points, and the defense is going to make a stop. If you're worried about officiating, again, Winderman, don't bet, bro. Why are you betting? Why are you betting? Makes zero sense to me. If you think that's the case, why the hell are you betting? Marcos, commercials were okay this year, but better in years before. I saw a few of them were all right. Again, I was busy. I was enjoying some chicken wings. I make some decent wings. C. Porter, dumbest bet of the night last night was a dime on a coin flip. Tails never fails. When everything was said and done, I walked away with a fantastic night. The old tails never fails. I don't know. It was heads the last 2 years. Bill McDonald, understand NC at home angle, but Miami has been Warriors on the road. I may take the under. I don't mind, Lena. I just think I have a team in North Carolina, started slow, hit a little speed bump in February. Like they beginning of the year was like, oh my goodness, this is the first team that started the season ranked number one that had how many losses they had? 5, 6, whatever. Worst number one team ever. Then they went on a nice little run, and then here you go, Pittsburgh. I remember I had Pittsburgh +8. I covered that game. At Duke, again, everybody's going to bet Carolina, loser. Wake Forest game, bounce back. No. You just play Duke, you're going to have a little flat spot. Wake Forest gets it done there. They took care of Clemson. I think they're going to take care of Miami in this spot. I don't know. Under, though, here comes baseball. Weeks away. Mere weeks away, King D. Eric, King D, most do not bet MLB. Higgs is a man for him. I like my MLB. We'll have a lot of games. Last year, baseball in the chat. 211, 209 plus 3220. $100 bettors up 3 dimes in the video with baseball. Not too shabby. If you got a dime to throw around, you have 32,000. Winning wager. How about the catch that Pascal made? Holding the ball takes 3 steps and they call it incomplete because the movement hit the ground. Well, see that one down the side. Was that the sideline catch out of bounds? See, that one I thought was an incomplete pass. And I actually thought the Goddard, where he had over his head and he let it go and got it, I think he didn't get his back leg down. Again, winning wager, you obviously had Philly. So you're looking at that as we got screwed. I'm looking at it as if your defense showed up in the second half, you're not having this conversation. So it's not the refs. So you're telling me that your defensive line, the best defensive line ever with 72 sacks on the season, took a dive. And again, I just remember that catch because I was like, that's not a catch. I'm still bitter that Dez Bryant somehow caught the ball at the 5-yard line, ran into the end zone. They said it was no catch. So I got that going on. I understand being frustrated about something. That being said, why are you even in that spot? Where's the defense? Where's the defense, Philadelphia? Forget about coming down to that play. Why is it even at that spot? Steven, like we said before, it's called betting. If it was easy, yeah, it'd be called stealing. Wouldn't be betting. And if it was really how'd that script work out for everybody? Everybody's betting that final thing. if that's really the case, how the heck aren't every NFL player multi-millionaires? They're not. They're broke. I know they are because ESPN ran a whole 30 for 30 about broke players in sports. How aren't they all? They should be rich beyond their wildest dreams. So should their families and their friends. Stop it with this crap. Don't bet. This is, listen, the sports bet illegal is fine. Yeah, it's great. It's in a bunch of states. It doesn't help me because, I get limited in spots. Like people, I mean, average people get limited. You hit a couple games. Oh, here you go. You get $25. I mean, and then you get the jokers in here think everything's fixed. And not here. I'm not trying to pick on winning wager. That's not the point of it. I don't want them to think that. But you on Twitter, NFL rigged. No, rigged. Make a stop. But Ben, since 1990, how many games I've seen? Ridiculous nonsense. Everything was rigged. I mean, we laugh about it. Oh, it's rigged. It's fixed. Hey, that's what you say. You got to laugh it off, right? You laugh, or you're just going to be crying all the time. Kelsey interviews be fun. I didn't even see the Kelsey interviews. All I know is I saw that derelict Mahomes dancing around like a freak. Unbelievable. NBA could challenge the plays. They challenge every walk in the NBA. I didn't even watch NBA. They challenge walks on every play. I'm calling travel on every single play. And that's the sport. I mean, you saw Donahue. They didn't like Allen Iverson. Well, we're going to call him for traveling every time. Palming. You don't think they could still do that now? Marcos, I saw Hurts drive KC linebacker back on his own a few times on QB sneaks. But why isn't this? First of all, I don't mind a QB sneak. I'm all for it. You're 6'3". You're behind a guy who's 6'6", 340. How in God's green earth can't you go forward a yard? That makes zero sense to me. I got a team that lines up in a shotgun and we're handing the ball off 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage on 4th down. Why the heck wouldn't you just fall forward? You're 6'3", or however big these quarterbacks are. Oh, you literally just got to follow your giant center's ass a yard. How do you stop that when it's 2 guys behind them pushing them? A yard, again, I'm not some super mathematician MIT guy. I'm pretty sure that 3 feet equals a yard. If I'm 6'3", I'm longer than a yard. So literally, I just got to fall on my 6'7" guy who's in front of me and go forward a little bit with the ball. And I know I'm going to go 3 feet. I don't know. I think I'd be a decent offensive coordinator. I'm going to quarterback sneak it on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 4th and 2. I don't care. QB sneaks all the time. And then I'm running the other 3 plays. If I'm not on a 4th and 1, I'm just running, go fly pattern straight down the field. I don't care. Just run. I'm going to throw it. Stop. And then when the corner runs into you, it's pass interference, and we're automatically moving down the field. Best offensive coordinator ever, right here. King D's looking at Eric. I don't know what that comment was from. Maybe about the baseball. Mahomes made scoring a TD look easy. The only hope that day was keep him off the field. And they kept him off the field, Steve. The problem is when he was on the field, the defense didn't realize that they had to stop him. Apparently. Eric, most gamblers don't bet MLB. Yeah, nobody likes MLB. I like MLB because I can bet 10 games a day and go 5-5 and make money all season long, like I did. 529 wins, 511 losses, plus about 4 dimes. $100 better. Dime better up $38,950. Marcos, no one ever ran a kickback at Super Bowl is 5 yards away from happening. That's a lie. Oh, maybe on a punt return, no punt returns return for a touchdown. Kickoff returns, I've seen them. I've seen them happen. Desmond Howard did one. It's happened. I saw it. I saw it happen with my own eyes, Marcos. King D. Okay. I love betting MLB as well. MLB, if you're not betting MLB, again, people want to run to bet the NBA. Hey, I wonder who's playing. I don't know who's playing tonight, but I'm going to bet the NBA. MLB, take your baby bankroll, whatever it is. You're betting dimes a game, $1 a game, 500, whatever it is. And most people like to bet a lot of games. I mean, I'm a volume guy, and I'm betting A lot more than most people are betting. You can split out, make money. You go 0-4, you don't get crushed. It's even money with dogs or run lines. I love it. I love it. I mean, you see the record here. 2 games over 500, over 3,200 in profits. Chemical, what about the Nuggets and Heat game tonight? I do like the Denver Nuggets tonight, Chemical. Markel says, what are the rule changes? Markel doesn't even know the rule changes in MLB today. We get nonsense. We get a pitch clock. We get bigger bases. The shift, I can live with the shift. I think that was terrible anyway. We're going to put 9 guys on one side of the field. Get rid of the shift. We got to get rid of that crappy runner on second base. Please stop that. Please stop. They want to say we're going to asterisk guys who played in the 90s. Oh, they might use steroids, but we're putting bogus runners on base for guys to get RBIs from. Stop it. King D loves the NBA's or MLB, his favorite sport. MLB is Winning Wager's favorite sport. Winning Wager, MLB to me, but it is my favorite. It's my favorite to watch. It's my favorite to bet on. It's just a game of attrition. It is. I got a guy throwing 100 miles an hour. I got a second to the side. Not even a second. Less. Where's it going? Fastball, curveball, slow ball. It's just everything about it. It's one-on-one every single time. It's fabulous. And then the fact we get a bunch of dogs. Even the best team loses 60 games a year, and they're favored in all those 60 games. Plus money, baby. The plus dollar daddy loves it. Markel, for sure, MLB is great. Ricketts is in the house. Tails is due to low averages, but it's legit 50-50. The tails never fails. I can't. I've never bet a coin flip in my life. Winning Wager. I'm on the Lakers and Knicks today. I like the Nets and the Lakers. I got nothing to do with. I like the over in that game. Markel says Knicks first half. Winning Wager. Yes, sideline. That was a sideline play there. Here's the thing. And it's not really efficient. It's like they kind of make up crap as they go. I saw Calvin Johnson catch a ball in the end zone, and the defenders walk away. He takes 2 steps, spiking. They're like, "Oh no, you dropped it." Like, I mean, the Dez play we've seen. That's atrocious. That kind of nonsense. Like sideline play. I gotta. I don't know. It's they got to come up with something better. At least consistent wise for the catch. We've seen too much nonsense. Marcos, Philly kept going for it on 4th down instead of kicking field goals. Yeah, well, caught up with him. And I shouldn't even say caught up with him. Now, again, how about the defense? Can you do something defense? You're not even out here that much. Well, are you tired? King D. Markel, pitch clock and the bases big. Yeah, the pitch clock. I don't want a pitch clock. Let the guy go out there. I mean, is a pitch clock. They call it the pitch clock. It should be like the batter's box clock, right? Because the guy gets out. I'm going to adjust the cup. I'm playing with my jersey a little bit. Get settled down. People don't mind sitting in the stands. See, the problem is that you have it's like the microwave generation, right? Everybody wants thrown in the microwave for 30 seconds. I want to watch my 10-second TikTok reel, 40 characters on Twitter. Everything's short, condensed. Nobody's got an attention span. It's not how the game's played. Markel says, nicey. Troy Dallas Kennedy had a teaser last night. Eagles 3.5 at over 42. Winner. Take it. Ricketts. Philadelphia defense went home at halftime. Seriously, where's the defense? Troy Dallas Kennedy. New Petty would be able to move the ball. Cowboys exposed the defense. I'm next even put a 40 on them. Whole team was healthy other than Hurts. Mahomes moves the ball on whoever. So you knew they were going to get a little bit done there. You can't make any kind of stop. Were they exposed because they played Brock Purdy and Daniel Jones and Taylor Heineke? I mean, they lost to the Saints. Now, I think the Eagles got a right. They got the Saints draft pick, right? They got top 10 draft pick there. I think You need some offensive line help. Kelsey, Lane Johnson, 2 old guys. Got to get a little younger there. I'm looking for a offensive lineman. Always need something on defense. I don't care how good your defense is. Just exposed, allowing 38 points in Super Bowl, you gave a big play on special teams at a defensive touchdown. But lineman. Christmas to Dallas game, yeah. No. You play a good quarterback, things are going to happen. Again, let's not discount the fact that they played San Fran before that, and teams that played San Fran were 0-16 this year. So 0-17 now. Should have known better. Winning wager. Defense definitely folded second half, but that was catch, no bias. Took 3 steps and went out of bounds with the ball. Yeah, but if he doesn't have control, that's the thing. It looks like he has control. He didn't have it. And also, let's get to it. Shouldn't come down to that. Where's the defense? Where's the defense? College credits are not told to manage money, Ricketts. They come from us, so they get millions. They just blow it. I mean, I was just talking about why guys are broken in NFL. It doesn't make a difference. If you have a script, if the games are fixed, Ricketts, you should constantly have a flow of, you have a printing press in front of you. So it doesn't make a difference what you pitch your money away on. Kid, they're trying to speed up the game, make it more exciting. I don't need it more exciting. Just play the game. The excitement will come. Steve Porter, there's a rainy day if you think sports betting says don't bet. That's not even a big rant today. Kid D says, facts, Marcos. I'm still mad at the helmet catch the Giants did on the Patriots. Cost of a perfect season, me some money. Yeah, I mean, come on, the helmet catch. That's another thing. Where's the Patriots defense? You can't make a sack. That guy, Eli was sacked like 5. Make a play, defense. Make a play. I should say, because he did make a play. That game was what, 17-14? In that case, where's the offense? Where's Randy Moss? Do something. You're supposed to be great, Brady. You can't score more than 14 points. Dave's in the house. Good afternoon. Hit big on the first play run. Excellent. Good win. KC never in doubt money line. Okay, before legal gambling, do you have a bookie offshore? Yeah. Legal gambling. I've been betting since 1990, Kev. I had a local guy. Nice 718 New York number. And then mid-90s, I got some offshore stuff, but still had a local. We eventually went offshore. Or made a website, I should say. Bill, are you a dime better Major League, or do you pick your spots? No, I'm like college basketball. I'll be anywhere from I'll start with probably like $2.50, $3 a game, right? Because I'll have my bankroll set up beforehand. But usually, when I'm betting 10 games, it's 300, 400, 500, 600 a game. That adds up, Bill. I mean, I talk about it all the time. I had a 3-27 run in Major League Baseball, and I still end up plus money. Someone in here goes 3-27. Someone here goes 0-5. They're done. They can't bounce back from an 0-5. So, like college hoops, I'll start out 253, 500, build the bankroll up a little bit, keep steady at a certain amount. I bet way too many to be moving 2-3 dimes per game. It's way too much. And I've learned, and this sounds like, I don't know, they'll like, oh, scared me, I don't make money. Whenever I up my bets into that range, I'm going to bet everything. Like football, we're moving dimes all over the place. It's easier to get down. Even getting limited, I could still move thousands. The other day I'm here. You on Twitter? I gotta. Anyway, it's easier to bet bigger amounts in NFL because it's NFL, right? I could send people in 3,000, 3,300 here, boom, boom, making thousands of dollars on a Sunday. Baseball's not like that. Like they you come in with huge bets in regular season baseball games, they crush you down in a hurry. So I'll play religiously 3, 5, 600 in those kind of flat betting systems, because when they're all dogs, they're kind of run lines plus money. Just the same. I just feel like the same without getting greedy. I don't know. It's just when I've gone over the top, they just always seem to lose. Like, oh, I like this game more. I'm going to put X on it. It's always a loser for me. Maybe it's just I picked the wrong one, right? In here, I'm like, what's your favorite? I don't want to give my favorite. That game goes 0-1. The other games go 3-1. I'm 3-1. You're 0-1. You're mad. So I just kind of flat. Baseball start out opening day. We'll have what? I'm not kidding. I'll have what? 10 games. There'll be about 300 bets, 300 a game. You know, we're talking 3 dimes. You bet 3 dimes a day. How long's that hurt? For you're knocked out. Some games I do bet more. Not early. Rarely early. You know. Steven, college football, can the team push the player forward? I asked because you never seen it. No, it's illegal. I think it's illegal. They frown on that. King D says, yep. Pedro, Denver money line. I like the Nuggets tonight. Yes. Corey Jones checking in. Agree with Sean. Catching sounds. Said same thing. They call that Des Bryant a catch. That would change the game. Seriously, yeah, that was a catch. This guy catches it on a 5. He stands up, walks into the end zone, falls 4 yards deep. That's a fumble. What are you talking about? It's a fumble. Calvin Johnson. Go look at the Calvin Johnson non-catch in the end zone. Corey Jones, one of Mahomes' third attempt at Super Bowl. He had to win this one after losing to Brady. I had Mahomes, and I said it in here. Better coach, better quarterback. And this is not to knock it. And Hurts had a great game. He had a great season. Sirianni, Eagles, great season. Super Bowl's a little different. You saw that in the second half. You saw the scripted plays on offense first half, right? We talk about, they script the first 15 plays. Things look really crisp. And then it's, all right, let's do things a little different. You saw in the second half. KC, unstoppable. Philly had some problems. Richie B, somebody in here goes 3-7. Richie, people go here go 0-4 and they're like, I got to take a break. I can afford to withstand it says minus 100, 32 and 39. It's minus a dime. Like that's, and even if you can't, I say this, you should have 10 times your bank, whatever your bet is, 10 times your bankroll. At least. Erica's in the house. Good afternoon, Erica. How are you today? Marcos. 718 Brooklyn. That's it, baby. That's where the man was. Nice 718 number. Call up. And they call up, they just be like, sports. That's how they answer the phone. Sports. I remember that rough MLB run for you last year. Had 0-10. It happens. But I'm going to take a run like that. It's going to be dogs. All right. Whatever. But then all of a sudden you go 3-0 and a couple 4-1s or 2-0s. And those games, it was kind of like, you have like a 0-6 day or something. Like, I got to come back 0-3, 0-4, like small losing games. Because you got to look at them one at a time. Like, all right, I'm down 300, down 400, or however your bet is. Then it's kind of like, you know what? I got to adjust because, you're 0-10 and you're betting 300 a game. You're down a little chunk here. You're like, oh boy, I got to get this right. So, kind of drop down the betting a little bit from 300 to 150. And you're like, oh boy, whatever, $1 a game until I start getting this right. And then when you hit a couple, you're like, all right, so we're 4-1. Nice. We picked up, $4 because we had some dogs. And next day, 2-0, go 6-2, something, 3-0 with doggies. The 3-0 is really a 5 plus 540 day on $100 play. You have to be able to withstand a loss. And people, they just think they win nonstop. It's not like that. It's streaky. I wish I was 80% across the board, 7 days a week in all sports. I'm not. Richie's laughing at me. It's got to be for the 718 number. That's a difference maker. Go to dogs. That's, again, baseball, it is all dogs for me. Dogs and run lines. Although totals, believe it or not, baseball totals, I was 56%, 203 and 157 on my baseball totals. So I did have totals. What's that? 360 totals out of 1,000 games. Baseball bet, run line totals, dogs. Yes, Miz, yes. All right, we're after one. Go get in that morning wood contest with Allie Burns. I'm out of here. Drexel Prairie View Nets tonight. Late night money tonight.